Hello my friends, welcome back to another episode of the Banner Saga with me, Notorious BLT. I've checked our heroes, and I'm pretty sure everybody was fine. Yeah, everybody's fine, so we're gonna go. Because we bought all the supplies we can do. We're good, I think. We got great morale. Yeah, let's go. I gotta tell you, I'm a little bit tired, so if I make really bad decisions, that won't be a change from usual, but, you know, just be aware. That's it. A trail of blood leads to a clearing where you find a large wounded varl. He is gnawing on his shield, swearing at no one in particular, and occasionally slamming his cudgel on the ground. If not for the heavy bleeding, you'd leave this one alone without a second thought. We can help if you want it. In a heartbeat, the varl is on his feet, swinging his massive weapon. You jump clear of his cudgel as his cudgel smashes through the trunk of a tree. Your party scatters to avoid the falling timber. Once you recover, the varl is long gone, leaving only another trail of blood, which you decide against following this time. Seems like that was like a mostly neutral outcome, although maybe he will come back and try to haunt us. Like a ghost. Another godstone. Good lord, that's a lot of people. How about some people are like having pitchforks and stuff? It's like people taking whatever weapons they can. I also love that they actually have our characters up front. It's really cool. The godstone for Ingrid, goddess of knowledge, looks on as the caravan takes a much-needed rest. Ivor shoos some children away from a solitary dredge slinger laying dead beneath the stone. Should we be worried about that? You ask Ivor, pointing to the dredge body. I don't think so, he replies. Still, it couldn't hurt to have a few guards look around. Hours pass without warning. Inspect the godstone. Ingrid's godstone is carved with ancient runes that don't make much sense to you, though Ivan tells you some of the menders have deciphered them. It's how the menders learned the language of the gods. Past the largest stone, a long series of slabs contain more writing, all the way down the hill. The odd thing, he tells you, is that the writing occasionally changes depending on who is reading it. Usually it describes the story of the gods, but it can be about nearly any topic. Sadly, Ivan doesn't know how to read it himself. Juno could, he says. Pack up and move on. Morale improved. That's very nice. As you're readying to depart, you hear screams from near the main godstone. The same boys, so curious about the dead dredge before, are shrieking and pointing. For a moment, you think it must not have been dead, but then you see that they have opened a wrapping that was in the dredge's hands. Wait, says Ivor, his arms cross your chest. This shouldn't be seen. Get everyone away. A chill sweeps over you. Alette pushes past and gasps. Stop, shouts Ivor, but the curious onlookers have already seen it. Oh, fuck. Leave it. On the ground before the dead slinger is a small stony figure, its hands searching for something it can't find. That's a baby. The dredge is a woman? We've been killing women. We've been slaughtering women and children this whole time? Leaving them to die? In a war, it's only the males who fight. We've been fighting these dredge the whole way. Why are women with children on their backs attacking us? They're not invading, they're running. Everyone stops dead in their tracks. The entire caravan is gathered around, aghast. When I spoke to Juno, she told me something was coming. She didn't know what. A darkness, something black is coming, is covering the world, and the dredge are running from it just as we're running from them. The serpent, the quake, it's all the beginning of the end. Ivor, you knew? Why? Why didn't you say something? Ivor? When I was young, I killed one of the Sunder during the Second Great War. We called it Rays. Every time we would build our defenses, it would flatten them and push us back again. I became separated from the rest of the varl and stumbled upon Rays deep in a snowstorm. Alone, she was nursing. I threw my axe. It twisted in the wind. Her son died in her arms. She was so pathetic, kneeling in the snow. She didn't even try to stop me when I took her head. That's how I killed the Sunder. When I found my way to Grofheim, the varl wanted to make me Kender, next to be king. I left. Walked until I ended up in Skoger, where no one knew what I had done. The only sound is the wind blowing through the trees. Oh, fuck. Here I was thinking that they were basically just like elementals. That there was no sex or gender. That it was just like... They're just... they aren't like thinking being... Well, of course, well, they have to be thinking beings because they show fear. But they... I kept thinking that they were like elementals with only a sense of self-preservation because they were trying to preserve their numbers to kill us. If that makes any sense. For a long time, nobody says a thing until a child breaks the silence. What do we do with the baby? She asks. A lump forms in your throat, looking at the small obsidian creature squirming before you. Fuck. Shit, dude. No, you know what? I'm taking it. I'm taking it with us. You argue strongly for showing mercy and humanity. Some of the women in the caravan hesitantly agree to take in the dredge infant, while others are furious about bringing it along. Yeah. Not long afterward, one of the women comes to you. Its swaddling was being held by this, she says, giving you a hairpin that looks distinctly undredge-like. An inscription on the silver almost slips your notice. Persevere. From the goddess herself, if you ask me, the woman tells you. What? So we got a what's-its. We got a new item, is what I'm hearing. Okay, we got good morale. Still, that's good. But which, now that I say it, it's like, okay, of course it is, because, you know, it's good. You're making the usual rounds when you hear a rather loud debate coming from the area that varl have gathered. Ivor joins you as you approach. Ubin, you'd rather be known for falling asleep and dying in the corner of a mead house than battling a Sunder? No, I'd rather be known for not dying. I love his horns, by the way. Don't even know what you're worried about. I did this 100 times in the Great Wars. Take some warriors, plow headfirst into the dredge, they follow you into the hills, get lost, now they're not following you. When you did this 100 times, did they have Bellower leading them? Have you never heard about the time I hit Bellower in the head with a throwing axe? Both varl halt their debate when they suddenly notice you watching. What's this about? Careful, my friend. A lot of old history getting thrown around here. The warriors were just noting that there's a damn good number of dredge on our asses. Bellower pulling up the rear. This one thinks he can just wander up there and throw them off our tracks. How about some gratitude? Thought you'd be happy to finally beat oldest varl in the land, Ubin. I'm never happy to lose more varl, Krumer. Besides, I'm not convinced you're really older than me. Bold rivalry you got here. Comments like that remind me I've already wasted too much time doing nothing. In the old days, I'd already be halfway to the battlefield by now. Speaking of which, coming, Ingvar, you could ask Bellower for your arm back. Don't think so. Not exactly in the mood right now. Alright then. I'll tell Hatterborg you said hello. Krumer and a good many varl warriors head out toward the growing army of dredge. Oh, fuck. Is he going to come back? He always has before. This time feels different, I fear. I think you're going to die. I think he's gonna die. Okay, we still got good morale. That's good. That's good. As you're nodding off to sleep, shouts of fire pull you back to attention. Flames quickly consume a supply wagon and a few tents. A woman cries out, "My boy!" and points to the burning tent closest to the outlying varl. Two of the giants are motionless, staring at the spreading fire with terror in their eyes. Fucking go in after him yourself. Wrapping your cloak around you, the smoke, flames, and tent become a blur as you grab the boy and slice through the back canvas with your hunting knife. You meet the ashamed look of the older varl, while the crowd cheers on your heroic act. Unfortunately, a supply wagon did not make it. Fuck! What in the depths was that about? You mutter to yourself. Something about fire? Oddly tells you. I have heard this before. They don't like it. Doesn't change what happened, you think to yourself. Ah, right, the varl don't like fire. I forgot about that. Sleeping seems like possibly a terrible idea right now. Although, once we get to Sigerholm, I think things will be better. Gather round, doubters, echoes a shout in the distance as Krumer and his band of warriors break through nearby foliage. And behold the invincible varl. The caravan is thrilled to see Krumer return safely. Round proved. Did the plan work? Asks Ubin. Oh, we only got 36. Work, responds Krumer. Of course it worked. Same old dredge. Should be another day or two at least before they find even their own asses. Fuck. And if you apologize, I'll tell you how I found these, Krumer says, tossing you a pair of leather gloves that look big enough for a varl. He leans in close, whispering so Ubin can't hear. Had something to do with a raven's nest and a hair tie. I don't know what that means. We definitely need to buy some stuff at Sigerholm.
As Sigerholm approaches, we fear the worst. The once calm lake surrounding it now looks like a bowl that has been flipped. Proud home sinking into muddy water. A side effect of the quake. What has the rest of the world become on the other side of those mountains?
Who's we got, like... Eggle? Or Eigel? Ivor? Rook? Pretty sure that's Eyvind. That's probably Alette. That's probably Oddleaf. I don't know who the hell that is. That's, oh, for fuck's sake. Gunnulf. Krumer is in there somewhere. I don't know who the other person was. One catastrophe to another, says Oddleaf as you pull into Sigerholm. The town appears to be sinking into the lake. Townspeople peek from dark windows and makeshift hovels further up the hill. No, says Eyvind, looking frantic. Where is she? He runs to the front of the caravan, looking out over the water. Juno isn't here, and you get the creeping feeling you're not welcome either. Going upriver looks out of the question. The beach is bare, aside from the occasional skeleton of a ruined fishing boat. You reluctantly set up camp in the sinking town. All I'm saying is, how long are you willing to wait? While taking stock of caravan, you've inadvertently walked into a debate between Oddleaf and Eyvind. As long as we need to. And I think we need to get out of here. I don't feel good about this place. Why? What's wrong? Something doesn't feel right. The people here are staring at us like those vultures in the wastes. I'm sorry, Eyvind. I think Oddleaf is right. I saw a man. The whole time we were setting up, he was just watching me. In a creepy way. And how long before the dredge find us here? Juno will come. Just give it a little more time. Rook, listen to me. I need you to trust me on this. Son of a bitch. Definitely go to the market. Shit. I need all the supplies I can get. Whatever. Just get as much as you can, dude. Oh, crap. Okay, we got more items. Didn't we? Yas, what does this do? +1 strength resist. Given as a charm to the... Okay, Pierce. I don't know what strength resist means. Plus 3 strength. Holy shit. Ifer? Or... Ifer? Would you like to have that? Wait, what? Oh, you've got this. Okay. Oh my god, I could make you strength 13. That'd be horrendous for damage purposes. You can't. Who's level 5? Anybody? Ah, shit. Okay, and this is... that was plus 3 strength. This is plus 1 strength resist. I don't know what that means. Maybe it means, like, we take 1 less strength damage when we take strength damage? Actually, if that's the case, you're still a really good candidate for that. Yeah, can't put that on. Okay. We don't have anybody that's high enough level to equip it. We will, though. We will. Okay, let's talk to Ivan. You're really worried about her, aren't you? What? Oh, Juno? Worry doesn't begin to describe it. If she doesn't find us here, or something has happened to her... Are you sure what you saw was real? It could have been a dream, or, I don't know, you were pretty exhausted. I don't know. To be honest, I'm not sure anymore. Everything is a blur. Don't tell the others I said that. I have to hope it wasn't just a dream. What's it like to be a mender? Being a mender? I guess I've never really thought about it like that. It's just part of me. They knew very young that I would join the order. Born into it, you could say. My mother and father, both menders. The guild is for lots of people now. Builders and healers. Do they all pull lightning out of the sky? No, that's not normal. Oh, fuck. It's one of the reasons I know Juno. She's one of the council. She helps me control things like this. So we don't end up scaring people. How exactly does the weave work, anyway? Well, the hardest part is usually seeing the threads. Everything is part of the tapestry. It's made of threads woven together. If you can see the threads, you can manipulate them. I don't know how to explain it, really. It's like trying to play a harp with invisible strings. Look at my staff, for example. Some menders carve intricate patterns in the wood to help them remember the shapes of... like I said, hard to explain. Why is Bellower still following us? I saw Grofheim as it burned. Ivan gets a faraway look in his eyes. The Sunder blew through it like a tempest. The varl fell in the thousands. Most of the Sunder left the city and headed south. Who knows where they are now? They might be destroying every town they come to or heading toward Erberang. Bellower stayed in Grofheim just for the sport of it, I think. As we fled to Einertoft, I thought he must want to wipe the varl off the map completely. But then he came after us. Maybe he knew Ivor was the one who killed Reyes? Maybe, but let's just make sure he doesn't catch up. Do you think this is the end times? I don't know what to think. I wish I could give you a better answer. Even if we escape the dredge, that serpent said a darkness was covering the world. I don't know how long it will take, or what it means, even. I'm just trying to solve one problem at a time. The Menders are in Erberang. If we can find ships and make it to the capital, we might have a chance. I think it might be make it to the capital. You think about what to say next. I won't take any more time. No, it's okay, Rook. I appreciate the talk. It's good to stay grounded. I spend all day worrying about serpents or Sunder. I think a lot of people are intimidated or scared, maybe, of me. Don't worry, it's nothing new. I'm used to it. Maybe sometime we can talk about things that don't include the world ending. Fuck. Let's take a day of rest. A scuffle has broken out in front of the houses. Thief! Shouts one of your people as a group of strangers flee from your camp. Oddleaf is already running their direction. They took our supplies, you hear from nearby. Lure the thief and protect the caravan. Let them go, you shout before anyone rushes off. Better keep what we have than chase after something that's gone. Townspeople continue to peek out from windows and around corners, but nobody makes another swipe at your supplies. I had a feeling that it was kind of a distraction, that like they were going to come out and try to take our shit. You know what I'm saying? We'll rest one more day. Random assortment of people from the caravan confront you. Listen, says one, we don't feel safe here. I don't know anything about menders or whatever, but we're going to leave, and I hope you'll join us. Looks like a couple dozen people, farmers and fighters alike, feel the same way. Fuck. How long do we give it, right? Encourage them to stay. They make it very clear they're not interested in discussing the issue, shaking their heads and setting out. Without the rest of the caravan ready to go, there's little you can do to stop them. You hope they make it, and that you haven't made a mistake yourself. Well, shit. Okay, we'll give it one more day. I really, really want her to show up. Okay, that's it. We gotta go. Rook, wait, please, Ivan begs. She said she'd be here. We need her. You can tell he's terrified of leaving, as though he'd be giving up Juno. I'm sure she'll catch up with us. Ivan looks out across the lake with a 1,000-mile stare. He says nothing. We've got problems, says Ivor. The whole place is flooded. We could try to walk the muddy parts, but it'll be slow going. We could try to float the caravan over the lake, but we might tip or get stuck. Or we could just go around the whole thing, but no idea how long that'll take. What do you think? Dude, don't fucking try to ford that shit. That's crazy. Detour around the flooding. You leave Sigerholm and start to feel your way around the flooded area, which has washed out the road completely. You continue far into wooded areas, which slows you down even further. Already committed, you hope you didn't make a grave mistake. You leave Sigerholm in a hurry, hoping to outpace the dredge that must be close behind. As you continue further south, you first hit overgrowth, and then forest before finding land that is dry enough to follow back around. By the time you've circumvented the mud, you've lost a lot of time and hope it doesn't haunt you later. Shit. Ouch. Not sure we got the renown for, but I'll take it. Yeah, I'm starting to think that staying there any longer was basically just a trap. Well, maybe not a trap, but it was not good. I mean, I suppose the benefit here is that we have fewer people, so it's not quite so horrible. Like, we're not using as many supplies. A group of men with broad shoulders and thick cloaks approach the caravan. They might be outlaws, you hear nearby, and the idea quickly ripples through the clansmen. One of the strangers approaches, saying, "We've run out of food. Any help would be welcome." His hard eyes revealed nothing of his motivations. Fight with us and earn your food? Fight with us and earn your food. The men look surprised by your offer. In short order, they join the caravan and start sharing tales and drinks. Unfortunately, it is less than a day later that you discover they've vanished along with a sizable portion of your supplies. Motherfucking garbage. Shit. Ass, cock, balls, and shit. How far away are we from the next place? We were at Sigerholm. I think we're going here. Oh, fuck. That's a ways... Well, no, we're going to get to Rainivier In a couple days, I think, right? Oh, shit. As you're about to head off to sleep for the night, Onef pulls you aside. I have a couple concerns I want to speak to you about, he says, in private. You find a quiet place to talk. Oh, shit. What do you want, Onef? What's on your mind? How well do you know the people traveling with us? How many strangers are in the caravan now? Who are you worried about? Group decides, not just me. We've picked up quite a few. Who are you worried about? I've been watching folks since I joined you. Your companions from Skoger, they're loyal. I mean, it seems pretty clear that they'd die to protect you. I suppose I'd do the same. What about the varl? You don't even know half those warriors. You're telling me they have no problem following a man's orders now? Even after everything that happened in Einertoft? Or at Einertoft? Everything, let's see. I trust Ivor to handle it. No, I think if I say they joined voluntarily, he's going to be like, yeah, voluntarily to steal our food. He's fearless, I'll give you that. But look at him. He's run ragged. He can't be there all the time. What happens the first time the varl don't want to do what you tell them? If Krumer gave the word, I guarantee at least half would follow. Let's be honest. They could take this caravan by force at any time if they wanted to. I've got no choice but to trust him, dude. Gotta disagree with that, Rook. We always have a choice. They're not the biggest problem, though. There's a mender with us. A mender who pulls lightning out of the sky and tells us what to do and where to go. Myself, I think we lucked out when his mentor didn't show up in Sigerholm. Ivan's just the apprentice? What in the depths is his master capable of? Think about it, Rook. What do you really know about Ivan? I heard they were found practically dead in the middle of nowhere when the dredge started showing up. Then an enormous serpent shows up at Einertoft after tearing the world in half, takes one look at Ivan and bolts. Suddenly they need our help instead of the Mender Council? How does that make any damn sense? You might be distorting what happened. Or Ivan might be. I'm grateful for what you've done to get us this far, Rook. But it's always been about trust. I think it's time to part ways, so to speak. Nothing personal. Suddenly, you gasp for air when you look down. Onif is holding a knife buried deep in your ribs. Oh, fuck! What a douche! What a douche! Vision blurs and blood fills your sight. You gasp again. There's a bird whistle, and the camp becomes a blur of motion. Onif's fighters from Frostfeller leap into action, cutting people down. Oh, no! As Oddleaf turns to fire on the men, Onif runs her through and pulls the blade from her back without even breaking his stride. She drops like a sack of flour. In one clean motion, his blade then takes Eigel in the throat. Oh, fuck, before the boy can grab his shield. Onif heads straight for Alette, who freezes in unbridled terror. Oh, please, Ivor. Just do something, dude. Or Rook, somebody. You rise to your feet through the pain. Eigel and Oddleaf are dead. Somehow you find the strength to cleave the nearest traitor in two, but you can't find the breath to shout. You think your lung might be punctured. Onif clutches Alette's wrist amidst the commotion, tosses her bow aside, and pulls her into the deep woods. Her eyes meet yours across the campsite. No, her lips say, though you can't hear the words. A dozen men appear between you and as Ivor steps into view, as fearsome as you've ever seen him. Oh, fuck me, holy shit, what the balls. Dude, get me the biggins. Get me the biggins. Find me all the biggins. Oh, fuck. Alright, folks, we're going to have to do this in the next episode. I hope you all did enjoy this one. And if you did, you know what to do. That is me for me, Notorious BLT. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will catch you all next time. Bye-bye, folks.